I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on GBN, we're exploring the lyrical side of law with one of my favorite authors, one of my favorite guests, one of my favorite poets, James W. Jim Bill Keenan. His book is called Poetry Alongside a Lawyer, and he blends a lifetime of courtroom experience with the artistry of verse, reflecting on life, faith, and fulfillment. With wit, wisdom, and sincerity, Jim Bill invites readers to live fully, think deeply, and appreciate the power of words both in justice and in art. We're delighted to have this very talented author join us once again. We thank the team at Atticus Publishing for helping us put him on TV, and we ask viewers like you to support authors like him by subscribing to our channel and by purchasing his amazing book. The links are below this interview. And Jim Bill, welcome. Great to have you back on the show, my friend.
Well, Mr. Crawford, Logan, I'm always so pleased and tickled to join you, share time with you. We've had some good times, haven't we?
We have. It's like this is like a virtual pub. I feel like we should have a pint each and be
Yeah.
telling some war stories about the law, about writing, about life. We've had a lot of great time. I was so excited when I got this in the mail. It's a beautiful book. This is your fifth collection of poetry, Poetry Alongside a Lawyer, and they all have a similar type of name, but each name is slightly different every edition. And this one is a masterpiece like all the others. And you poured your heart into this, no doubt, Jim Bill. You can tell that.
Logan, I want to thank you sincerely for the compliments. And uh, I do take my poetry seriously. Just I did for 45 years as a practicing trial court attorney. Um, I'm semi-retired from law now, as you know, as you will recall. And as I've told you before, semi-retirement gives you time to take your time,
Hmm.
as they say. And you do me honor. I'm so thrilled again to be with you. I want to thank Atticus. I want to thank you. I want to thank Monica Compton. I want to thank everybody who's responsible for getting us to have this time together. Um, I sent Robert out to get me a new beard trimmer, so I've trimmed my beard and I got my hair pulled back so I can look uh, decent for you.
Starting to
Uh,
look like a city lawyer there. You better be careful, Jim Bill. You don't want to look like a city slicker, you know?
uh, so
You're looking great.
what have you been up to? You're going to Europe.
I'm going to Europe. We're taking the train all around Northern Europe, all the way up to the Arctic Circle. We're excited by that. You took a similar trip, I guess, without the Arctic Circle part, which I wasn't sure I wanted to do at first either. Tell us a little bit about your trip. You went all over Europe. You went to
I,
Switzerland. You went to
I went
Norway.
to Switzerland. I went to Norway. I went to Russia, Moscow, Fredericksburg. I went to London. Um, it was it was a life's dream for me.
Mm.
I've always wanted to ride on a riverboat from New Orleans to Vicksburg and back. I hope my health will go with me so that I can accomplish that. But in the meantime, I'm trying to, as I say, you've seen in all my books, live it well.
Yeah.
And I just I'm 73 years old, hoping to make it to 74. Let me give you a bit of trivia. I'm 73. My father died at 70. His father died at 70. His father died at 70. His father died at 69. His father died at 70. I'm the first Keenan in six generations that's lived beyond his 70th birthday. My sister looked up all of that for me, and it made a lasting impression on me. By the way, my publisher, Ex Libris, has told me they don't want any more poetry books. They want me to write my memoirs.
I think
And
that'd be
and
awesome.
I was discussing one of my attorney longtime friends had a birthday, and I was discussing with him the fact that my publisher wanted me to write my memoirs, and he said he laughed heartily, and he said, "I don't know if we're ready for that, Jim Bill."
This could be a tell-all, right?
It could be a tell-all, and after after growing up here in Fayette County, West Virginia, the only time I've lived away from here was first when I attended law school at West Virginia University,
Mhm.
and also when I was in the United States Marine Corps. That's the only time I've ever lived outside of this county. I, I say I'm Fayette County born, Fayette County bred, and I'll be a Fayette Countyan till I'm gone and dead. So I'm I'm uncomfortable with my neuropathy, but by the same token, life is to be lived. You and I both know that,
Yep.
and we've discussed that. And you keep on pushing on, you know,
Exactly.
and that's what I'm trying to do.
You're doing great. You're always surrounded by good people. You had a good crew there with you today. I mean, I think that's a secret to a happy life. Surround yourself with good folks. I mean, you're a good man. I'm sure people love being around you. And, I think that kind of makes for a happy life, right?
Yes, sir. And would it be acceptable if I invited them in here and introduced you to them?
That would be more than acceptable. I'd love to meet them. Yep.
Robert, Gloria,
Let's get Robert and Gloria in here just to say hey. They helped Jim Bill look as handsome as he does this morning. Like I said, he's starting to look like he's from the big city.
come around
So
here.
we don't want too much of that. We want to keep the country lawyer in him. All right.
Okay.
And there's Robert.
Standing
Hey,
behind me,
Robert.
there's Robert right there. He's my tech man. And
Nice to meet you. You did a great job. Jim Bill's looking great.
there's Gloria
And there's
Aubergine.
Gloria. You did a great. I got to get you to come here to New York City, Gloria. I need a little something. Make my hair a little better looking.
He's Robert and Gloria. This man is 6 feet 6 inches tall.
And I'm going to
And
cram myself into a tiny train in a sleeping berth that's probably about 5 foot 6 inches long. So we'll see how that works out, right?
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
absolutely.
Well, uh, folks, this is Logan Crawford. This is my third visit with him.
Yeah.
Each of which, the first two of which were absolutely enchanting. And we got a good start today. And we're going to do, as we always do, discuss my fifth book, Poetry Alongside a Lawyer. And we're going to talk about life. We're going to talk about doing each other honor. We're going to talk about carrying on and getting things done, aren't we, Logan?
Exactly, exactly. Gloria, Robert, thank you so much for saying hey, and thanks for helping with the production this morning. You did a great job. Let's turn to one of your poems, Jim Bill. I put a little bookmark here. I got Jim Bill's
Okay.
card here. I actually have one of the good editions. Mine is personally signed by you, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
I'm proud of that. But I was looking at the poem, of course, love catches my eye. And I'll just go through the last couple of lines. A
What
couple of
page
things
would
I
that be
like.
on?
I like how you write where you were when you wrote it and what time it was. And this was written at 2:25 in the morning. So you wake up and you have some deep thoughts. And this is about love. I'll just read the last few verses. I'm a little blind. I'll
I'm
wear my cheaters.
I've got
Love.
my book open to that poem as we speak.
Why don't we hear it in the poet's voice? Why don't you read it for us, Jim Bill?
Love by James W. Jim Bill Keenan. Vicomte, which means Viscount. Go. Love is the ultimate passion. Love is the ultimate goal. Love is the ultimate ally. Love goes to the depth of our soul. Love is the ultimate motivation. Love is the ultimate exhilaration. Love is the ultimate woe frustration. Love is the yearn for ultimate life's elation. Love can be pure as winter snow. Love can be as strong as a lion's quick blow. Love can make you think you know all's to know. Love can be as subtle as the grass does grow. Love can be gone as quick as it came. Love can be as elusive as a summer's warm rain. Love can be something you may never know. And by God, love can be, for good or no, the final happy or sad friend or foe.
Beautiful. Beautiful. That's a beautiful poem. I love it. I mean,
Thank you.
it's got so much great imagery in there, so much great emotion. And that's how it is with love. You know, it can be great, it can be not so great. But it's something we all, of course, want to experience in our lives, no doubt. You also have a funny poem in there when you talk about that you're older and you meet a girl who's 45 and she says, she's too young for you, and then the 35-year-old, she's too young for you, until you get down to a 25-year-old who appears interested in your money. I was laughing at that one this morning. Let's see what it is called here. You've got a lot of good ones. Is it Check on Me? 62. Let's see.
Page 27.
Okay, page 27. Well, we don't want to leave the folks here with too much dead airtime, but this book is wonderful, folks. It has about 75, 80 pages here, lots and lots of poems that cover everything in life that are just really, really touching, sometimes humorous, sometimes inspiring, sometimes insightful, and it really is a great collection. Did you find one you want to read? One more you want to read for us, Jim Bill? I'm not
Page
hearing it.
37. I'm going to read.
37? Okay. Let's see
Tell
here.
me when you're ready.
I'm ready for you, sir.
72.
We're not hearing you for some reason. I guess because you're not turned to the camera.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's
Let me
okay.
let me get with you. Too
That's
old.
good.
I'm 72. My 50-year-old girlfriend said I was a little too old for her. I agreed. So I got me a 45-year-old. My 45-year-old said I was a little too old for her. I agreed. So I got me a 40-year-old. My 40-year-old said I was a little too old for her. I agreed. So I got me a 35-year-old. My 35-year-old said I was a little too old for her. I agreed. So I got me a 30-year-old. My 30-year-old said I was a little too old for her. I agreed. So I got me a 25-year-old. My 25-year-old said age is just a number and not a problem, but I'll need that credit card. I agreed. I'm not too old for her. Now I'm a 72-year-old, as happy as a 25-year-old, but with money. God bless America.
Wonderful. I love it. I love it. That's great. That is really a great poem. And that's probably was written late at night as well. Let's see.
I, I,
4:55
I
a.m. That's
picked
either
one
late at
out.
night or early in the morning.
I picked one out,
Sure.
uh, and it's dedicated. This book is dedicated to Jane Nightbird Marshevsky,
Mhm.
a young woman who appeared as a contestant on the television show America's Got Talent. She sang a song of her own writing of lyrics and composing the beautiful music with it entitled It's Okay. The judges and audience were wowed by her, and she was awarded the attention and appreciation of all as a successful participant in the show. But she was even more appreciated when it became known that she then was a serious cancer sufferer with death expected soon. She passed of the cancer just 6 months after television appearance. Her inspiring discourse with the judges touching on her cancer and her outlook on life was truly an inspiration to so very many throughout the entire world, spawning others who covered her song, including a wonderful group of entertaining young people from Soweto who sang her song on AGT to the amazement of the judges and audience. The very first of my art in this work is my memorial to Nightbird entitled Nightbird, It's Okay, as I am among the artistes who have been inspired by her. To you, Jane Nightbird Marshevsky, I dedicate this humble product of my admiration. I'll now turn to that page one in this book, Nightbird, It's Okay. Nightbird, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. She was such a pretty bird, she stole our hearts away. She sang like an angel that very special day. She shone as beautifully as the sun's warm ray. She wowed the judges, as Simon and all did so say. She wowed the audience, the tears flowed from they. She rejoiced when she won and spread her wings all the way. She smiled ear to ear as she bowed to pray. But she soon after lost her battle. The big sea got its feared way. She passed with the grace of an eagle as our nightbird left us with heartbreak and flew away.
Wow. It's a beautiful tribute to her. Really very, very wonderful, very, very inspired, very touching. Such a tragedy that we lost such a beautiful young
Oh,
person.
I wish you could have seen it, Logan. I urge you to get on.
YouTube or whatever.
Here's my buddy.
Making a guest appearance.
Yeah, his name's Keyboy for
Okay.
for Keenan boy. He's my buddy.
Very, very
He
cool.
he's
Very
with
cool.
me. He's with me under my feet. He sleeps with me at night, and he showed up here on my back porch some years ago, and it took me a while to get him acclimated and to accept me. He did, and now he's with me uh, about every second of every day until he goes out to do his business, as it were.
Yep.
And he crawls in bed with me at night, and he gets his loving from me and gives me his loving as well. So
Awesome. Yeah.
that
That's
enriches my life. You know, a
yeah.
good pet. The
Oh yeah.
doctors won't let me. I've had 9 hip replacements, and
No.
the doctors won't let me have a dog. You know, every boy in life, every man needs a dog because
Agreed.
dogs love you. I mean, you can throw them against the couch,
Mhm.
smack them on the nose. They
Yeah.
don't stop loving you.
Yeah.
A dog's love is a and forever abiding and never compromised love. And everyone needs a dog. My doctors have told me because of my physical condition, I can't have a dog. I wish I could, but my doctor said, my head doctor, the orthopedist said, if you fall one more time, you're going to be in a wheelchair the rest of your life. Said,
Mhm.
no dogs. They'll
Yeah.
get under your feet and they'll trip you, and absolutely no dogs. So that was a heartbreak for me, but I understood.
Yeah.
As you and I have discussed and shared time together, I understood. So I acquiesced and adhered to his recommendation and his boundary that he's established for me.
Yep.
Forgive
Exactly.
me if forgive me if I run on.
Well, you're
Uh,
doing great. It's very, very interesting. You're an articulate person. It's always interesting talking to you. And you're right, those dogs, my dog almost knocks out my knees every morning. He jumps up and bam, right against me. That's his way of telling me he wants to get fed.
what kind
Um,
is he?
he's a little Jack Russell Terrier. He's about
Oh,
15 pounds of solid muscle.
they're wonderful. I had at one time 3 golden retrievers and a
Mhm.
mutt.
Yeah.
And when I my wife and I divorced some 13 years ago, she pleaded with me to let her take the dogs because she went to live on a farm, and she related, "Don't you want them to be able to run and enjoy life?" And I said, "Well, indeed I do." She said, "Please let me take them with me." So I acceded, and they did have a good life. 2 of them are gone. Um, there's one left, and he's living it. He gets up every morning and goes and looks at the cattle and does things that dogs enjoy doing. I miss them, but it's for the better.
Yeah.
It's for the
Yeah.
better. And you and I, as you and I have discussed a long way in one fashion or another, uh, life is to be shared.
Hmm.
Happiness is to be shared. You reach out and you grab happiness and you share it with people. You share it with your pets, and you share it with the good Lord. That's the way life is.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. And I think dogs, cats, pets, I mean, I think there's a little bit of the Lord in them because they certainly are a great example of unconditional love. They will, like you said, you could smack them on the nose, you could throw them against the sofa, and they'll come back and want to lick you all over your face regardless. So they're great examples to people. You were talking about writing your memoirs. If you were to write your memoirs, what would be chapter one? Where would you start? Would you start the day you went to law school? Would you start the day you went to kindergarten? Would you start the first?
I would start when I was a crippled boy in Gully Bridge, Fayette County, West Virginia. Um, I had Perthes disease, which is a deterioration of the hip joint and ball. I would start there. Then I would proceed to when I attended high school, when I attended West Virginia Institute of Technology and got a degree in industrial relations, when I attended law school in Morgantown, got my law degree, my experiences in the United States Marine Corps, and I'm a Marine.
Yep,
When you're a Marine, you're always a Marine. You never quit being a Marine.
yep.
And I have got so many humorous experiences that I sometimes hold forth with people and talk about, and it just enchants them. Um, the Marines are a very serious organization, but when you go to Paris Island, funny things happen.
Mm,
When you go to Quantico for MOS training, that's your job, things happen. When you go to your duty station, mine was Camp Pendleton in Southern California, things happen. Um, I adored being a Marine. I still adore being a Marine. It, along with my 45-year practice of law and my avocation, my poetry, uh, has been a reward and something I'm proud of. And I relate amusingly as well as lovingly to people when they entreat me into conversations about my Marine Corps time. Um, I you asked me, you've always asked me in the first two visits we had if I had a favorite poem,
mm,
and I've told you uh, that one time they asked Lionel Richie what his favorite song was that he had written, and he said, "They're all my babies. They're all my favorite song." And I told you in one of our visits that my poems are all my babies. They're all my favorite poems. And I'm proud of that. Looking back on my 5 books, I regret nothing. I regret nothing. And I undertook it for cultural fulfillment, not to make money, not to make money. I make a little bit of money selling books, but uh, that's not what I went into it. And my avocation poetry is my art. As you and I have discussed, we are artists. We
mhm.
create our art.
Yeah.
And a famous poet called me after my first book came out, and he said, "I want you to pay attention to me." I said, "Yes, sir. I'm honored to hear from you." He said, "Number one, you're going to be criticized or you're going to be complimented." He said, "Criticism, let it roll off your back." He said, "Accolades, compliments, don't flap your wings. You create your art. You're a poet. Let them read your art. Do not explain your art." He said, "Never explain your art." Michelangelo didn't.
Mm,
Uh, even Elvis Presley didn't.
yeah.
Michelangelo didn't. The famous English author uh, Shakespeare,
Yep.
he didn't. Uh, so he said,
Because
"Don't
your work
explain your
speaks
art."
for itself, right?
It does, and
Yeah.
he said, "You create your art." He said, "It's up to them to interpret your art.
Exactly.
He said that's the relationship of an artiste and an artist's audience. He said, don't explain your art, because if you do, it takes something from your soul.
Mm.
You let them read your art, criticize, or compliment. And he said, let that happen and then go on, go on. So that's what I've tried to do.
You've
Now,
done a great.
if I write my memoirs, I'll come through my Marine Corps time, my law practice time, 45 years, my poetry time. Um, I just, I, I think maybe I may reach out and try to at least commence a work of my memoirs, and maybe you and I can go over that someday.
That'd be great. I'd love to talk about your life story. We've talked about it a little bit here, of course, and the different seasons of your life, the different chapters, the different hats you've worn. Let me ask you this final question today. Um, you're 100 years old. You're throwing a magical birthday party. Anybody in the world can be there, living or dead, anybody you've ever known. Who's your number one guest?
Jesus Christ. Number two, one of my favorite authors was Shelby Foote,
Hmm.
who wrote the monumental 3-volume history of the American Civil War. He was raised uh, in the lowlands of Mississippi. He wrote the history of the American Civil War, and it just touched me. I read it page to page,
Hmm.
from front to back, all 3 volumes, which were each that thick. Um, so I admired him. He's dear to my heart. He passed very many years ago. Um, I uh, I would invite him. I would invite uh, other authors. I would invite people that I hold near and dear, including my parents, my sister, my brother. Um, those are the people that I would want to share that 100-year celebration. And I'm 73, pushing for 74. So
Mhm.
who knows?
Oh no, 26 years, maybe I'll be at your birthday party. That would be great.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, looking forward to that. And looking forward to our next chat when we talk about the memoirs that you're going to start crafting. Can't wait for that. The book we've been talking about today is a beautiful book. It's a fun book. It's an insightful book. It's a book of philosophy. It's a book of poetry. It's a book of wants and human desires. It's a book of intrigue. It's a book of questions. It's a book of imagination. It's a beautiful collection of poetry. It is called Poetry Alongside a Lawyer. And there's the cat making a guest appearance again. In the book, Jim Bill
Well,
blends.
as I've told you before, Logan, you do me honor. And thank you, thank you, thank you.
It's really a pleasure meeting you. I'm gonna make my way down to Fayetteville one day and come and shake your hand, and we'll have a pint together or a cup of coffee or whatever it is. Okay, my
I'm
friend?
going to give you something special for me, a Marine Corps salute.
Thank you for your service. God bless you. Thank you for joining me today. To the folks at home, I'm Logan Crawford for the Global Book Network. So long for now.